We hear about a lot of national news and we always wonder what the trickle down effect will be for us here in Connecticut. And interestingly enough, we hear about tariffs and the talk of this happening and its impact on the U.S. And so, who better to ask when it comes to the dental practices? I think this is such an interesting topic. Dr. Mohammadi is here from Columbia Dental, and they are celebrating their 25th anniversary. So a huge milestone and somebody who could certainly give us some perspective in this industry. But what a question, Dr. Mohammadi. How will the potential tariffs impact your business?
Good morning, Melissa. And the short answer is does not have any effect on, at least on my own practice.
Okay.
And before COVID, we used to send a lot of prostheses overseas, and especially China or Philippines, like making the crown and dentures and stuff like that, because obviously to fabricate it here in the United States was more expensive.
It's going to cost more. Sure.
Cost more money. So they were companies even in the United States, like a distributor. We send them to them and ship them to them, and then they ship it back to China or Philippines and stuff like that. But in the last 4 or 5 years, especially around the COVID time, we implemented the digitalization of our laboratory. That means we are milling, fabricating, printing all the prostheses, denture, crown, bridges in-house.
Wow.
So nothing going out. So we don't see any effect in us because nothing is going out of Columbia Dental. Everything is in-house. Everything is fabricated here. Most of the brand that we use as a material and supplies, we are using American-based company like Care or Dentsply. Those are all based in United States. So we don't foresee any effect in my business. Of course, I don't want to get to the political part of it, if it's good or bad, but what I can tell you is not something that it affect my own business.
Well, I think regardless of the politics here, Dr. Mohammadi, what I'm hearing is there were issues in a lot of industries, especially during COVID, where people were realizing, if there's a shortage or we can't get from country to country the distribution, we need to figure out how to do things not just in the US, but in-house. So I find that really exciting. And I think, is your turnaround a lot quicker? So say you have a patient who comes in and needs dentures. Are you talking about now them getting that a lot quicker than if you had to ship it out and wait for it to come back?
Absolutely.
Right?
We're doing things in same day. That's why our slogan says same day, 7 days a week. So
Wow.
that's what we do. That's why we are able to do that, because we're doing in-house. And again, not to get to the political point of view, but this is a good pivot point for any business owner to take it and try to bring it back here by bringing technology and make things here in America rather than send it overseas.
I just think this is fascinating, Dr. Mohammadi. So at Columbia Dental, in layman's terms, you took what was a process that required either a distribution center that eventually had to go to another country, or you had to ship things out on your own to other countries. You made that in-house. So how did you do that? I know you said leading technology, but are you talking like 3D printers? Did you need to hire people who specifically could build these types of things, crowns, dentures, what have you? Like, how did you do this? Not to give away all your secrets, but how did you do that?
This is not a secret, and this is something that I do believe every business has to do that, even as a dentist or anything else. Okay, yes, we have to invest on a milling machine. That means a machine that can fabricate crown, bridges, and also printing machine, because we're not making the dentures by hand. We printing them.
Wow.
So that's why that's and also turnaround is faster, and this is something that we are right now on a technological revolution.
Wow.
So, and United States as most advanced or the richest country in the world, it has to be at the top of these games. We need to go and bring product to be fabricated here in United States rather than send it overseas, not by using necessarily cheap labor, by bringing technology and bringing high-tech people from all the over world to this country. We are able to do that.
And I think it also highlights how much your business has changed in just 25 years. I mean, so if I'm doing the math, I was never a mathematician, but if I'm doing the math, you're talking about in 2000, so I was in middle school, we were doing typing classes in the year 2000, right? Because we just discovered we've got these things called computers. And now 25 years later, you are making these dentures and crowns, you're making them in-house. I mean, could you have ever projected what would have changed in your business in a 25-year span and what happens in the next 25 years?
Yeah, talking about the anniversary and 25 years ago was like yesterday.
Sure.
But I started from a very small 700 square feet operatory to operatory.
Wow.
And at that time, if you would tell me about those, I even couldn't imagine that I can print the denture or mill the crown within few hours rather than making temporary, send the patient home, tell them, oh, come back again. While in the process, patient called a couple of times, or my temporary came out, it broke. It minimized the chair time, it minimized, back and forth, save money, and is honest with you to fabricate it here. Even when I send it overseas, a crown costs me way more money than milling it here. In the United States with the milling machine. The milling machine, it can work 24 hours a day. There is nothing to, nothing is stopping. I understand there are a lot of investment at the beginning on the technology and also training of the people to be able to adapt to the new technology. But those are the best ever investments that I've done it in the last 25 years.
Yeah, very worth it, and certainly separates Columbia Dental from a lot of your competition. If people want to contact Columbia Dental, find out more about the work that they could do with you in their dental care, what do you suggest they do, Dr. Mohammadi?
Well, they can pick up the phone, 860-645-0111, and we are there from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day.
Dr. Mohammadi, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to chat with you, and happy 25th. It's a very big milestone. I can't wait to see what you do in 25 more years. Maybe we'll teleport to people's houses and then put the dentures in their teeth. Who knows?
You never know.
Who knows? That's amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Mohammadi.
Thank you, Melissa.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Again, that is Columbia Dental right here on WICC. We'll be right back.